Okay, I'm here. Just gonna start opportunistically taking whatever flakes I see that need to be taken. Now, I felt on that flake it didn't really go like it should have, and so that means I probably created a burr, and I did. If a flake feels like it didn't really go like you want, check the end of your punch. Because you probably just created a burr. Trying to thin. And you see I was on top of that so much I lipped the edge, but it still ran over to there. Okay. There's one of those big low areas. So I'm setting up a platform from the other side. Trying to support it pretty well and hope for the best. Are we ready? So it went over there and cut into that a little bit. Try it again. That one went all the way over there and lowered it a lot. Now if I'd done that 3 times, there and there and there, I would have just solved that issue over here completely. And of course I didn't, but still. It's concepts. You have the concept now. You know, before I do what I just did, I'm gonna go all out and risk big trouble and hit on the end. You say, what? Yeah, but here's what I'm doing. I'm switching punches down to the 1/4 inch, and I'm switching strikers down to the moose. And you're like, why are you doing that? They're like, because I want it to go quickly or not at all. So I'm gonna stick it into my leg, and I'm holding and I'm pushing on this end, because these are strong and they're near the center line. So what I'm doing is completely wrong. So I got to do it quickly and expertly to get away with it. That one ran to there, that one ran to there. This is at the center line. I'm hitting on the end at the center line on a platform that's overly strong and turned the wrong direction. You're with me, aren't you? One more this direction. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's how the end looks. And now I'm gonna knock those deltas off and raise the thing the other direction. And the way I'm gonna knock the deltas off, where's my little, where's my little buffer? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna use a corner of this, and I'm hitting at an angle. I'm supporting all the way out to the tip like this. Put it on my leg, and I'm hitting an angle where I'm trying to catch it and drive inward a little bit with it to have those things clean. And see, it actually ran in a little bit and feathered. That's the size of the flake. And that one ran a lot. That flake is, you know, that long. Kind of like shooting pool. That one ran a long ways. So I want to show you this. No pressure work involved. Straightened up and thinned. So now I can go take flakes off of it with the big abrader also at that angle. And so now I have the choice of thinning from the sides or thinning more from the end. The problem with thinning from the end on this face is that's low over there. So really the best thing to do on this face is to hit on the side right here and drive flakes across there to thin. So that's what I'm gonna do. But the size of the flakes I need on there are better for the 1/4 inch punch than the 3/8 inch punch. Platform's too low. Ain't gonna do much. Raising it up and strengthening it. Okay, so see, I got quite a bit of thinning right in here. And the edges are turned wrong to hit that, but it doesn't really matter. I can hit on top of it probably. And I still got it to run halfway, which is fine. And I cut off that with that, and what I ended up with is a sharp burin on that. Can you see it? So now it's like almost a knife edge along here because of those two flakes. All right. So things are better controlled now. This is a really weird situation still where I could still come in and try and hit over here this way. But I think instead, even though this is all wrong, I'm gonna hit some of those selectively. I can't hit into these huge cavities, but I can hit the deltas between them, some of them. Try and get the platforms good though. And switch, I think, back to the 3/8. When your contours are completely wrong, sometimes if you go too too fast with the force, as opposed to big, slower force, you can have problems. This is sketchy, but I'm going to do that to isolate. That's sketchy, but I'm going to hit it anyway on the top of it, carefully putting pressure on there. That's less sketchy, that'll probably go. This is fine, this, and that will go easily. And do some good thinning. I'm going to try and cut off a bunch of mass on there. And that's about all I can do on this side right now. I could hit that again with a little one. I guess I'll really stretch my finger support. Barely do a little blender on that. And then we'll come in with this one on top, hit downward, isolating that. And come on that one on top. And it did run through it, but it ran pretty thin, so I didn't do a great amount of help. I really need that raise some more. At the risk of over strengthening it. Don't care. Gotta get the support right. So sunk that one, put pressure on it. Sunk it and completely eliminated the issue there. Feeling the end of the punch. This is sort of squirrely, but I get on top of it and put some pressure. Undercut and smooth. This isn't real great and isn't going to do a lot, but go a little bit at an oblique angle. Nice blender though. Okay, so this one is the one that I need to be the most careful with. So I'm going to hit these two first. Start from the end closest to the end. Really tried to smooth and blend that one in. And it ran wide because there was no ridge to guide it, but and really tried to do that one. And that was actually did a lot of good. That helped a bunch on that flake right there. So now, before I hit this one, I want to feel the end of the punch, and I'm actually going to just touch it up. Get fresh, grabby, smooth copper. This is suboptimal, but I'm going to hit it pretty hard anyway, because I think I can get a fairly decent result. But a lot of what I'm going to do is with the redirection pushing on this ridge. This ridge right here is fairly prominent. I got some thickness in there. This platform is a little bit sketchy on the underside of it. I'm going to stay on top of it and just let the pushing on it. I'm pushing the support into my leg. Got this finger held out here. And hit it. And it came over to here and did a lot of good. So we eliminated most of the issues, on that side that with those real steep problem areas. And it looks pretty much like this thing's under control now, more or less. More or less. Basically now, what I'm going to end up doing is just go back and forth, taking every hit I can and try and be real aggressive with thinning. Get things set up better than I have been, and be aggressive with thinning and lose a bunch of thinning, a bunch of width, and or a bunch of thickness. And I've already been too long on this particular one, so I'll probably just stop videoing, but you get the concept. Bye, freeze crack. Okay, well, I wanted to show you where it went from where I stopped on the video. This is the product, finished product as far as I'm concerned. You know, you always have to decide when to stop on stuff, and I left this with 1/4 inch percussion and then just a little bit of pressure edge retouch. I definitely could have gotten it more organized and patterned with the flaking and stuff by coming on down, or I could have done it more carefully to start with and been more organized, but well, it is what it is. Bye for now, freeze crack.